Hey guys, it's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. So today I wanted to do a little recap on today's trading. So today I personally traded CIE. Kind of want to do a little recap on how the morning went. It was a very slow morning. Ended up not trading too actively. I was actually editing a video. This is the video if you guys haven't done so already. So it's a Corvette Z06 C7 that one of our members ended up buying. So I did a little edit with him on my trip down to California. So if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and check this out. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the morning started at 7:30. You know, the usual, just saying good morning to everyone. Talked about one getting filled, sent out the alert, limit at 114. That was originally where I was going based on the bounce. So what I was looking at was, this is a 1 month analysis. I saw that there was a safety that it bounced from 114, went up, hit 135, and came back down. There was a safety right at 120, broke it, and ended up going down, right? Ended up hitting 114 once, picked up, and then came back down. So I knew the second time that because the first time I didn't get filled. I knew the second time as it was coming down, most likely it was going to break, as it wasn't, holding very well when it was trying to go back up. So with that is I removed my limit order and ended up seeing, if it ended up breaking that safety at 114. Ended up doing that exactly. Held very strong at 12:01. Ended up getting filled at 112.01. And with that, I use my little technique. So usually when we try to get filled at, let's say I'm trying to buy at 112, I usually put 112, 112.01, depending on how high the volume is. When I ended up trying to sell, so pretty much I knew that the safety was around 114 originally. Once it popped back up, ended up closing during market hours, normal market hours, at 116. After market hours, since I have Robinhood Gold, ended up going all the way back up. My goal was to sell at 120 to lock in a little bit over $200 profit. Ended up, the reason I was trying to sell at 120 was actually because of the resistance that I saw right here. So when it came back up, hit a little resistance, it did end up going up, but then ended up going back down, right, and then hitting at 114. So I knew there was a resistance there. I knew because also here it showed that same resistance as it went below and tried to go back up, but it couldn't, and then it came back down. So with that, we're trying to do the same thing. Ended up getting filled at 112, and sent out the limit order at 119, and that's exactly what I told the team. So going down the list, got filled at CIE at 112. Now trying to sell it for an exit at 199 for a $216 profit. Told the team when I got filled, $217 profit with a $3,000 risk account. Ended up going a little bit over to 122 again, but I had a plan initially when going in. I knew where my stop loss was going to be, so I set my stop loss anything below 112. So I set it at 1199. So with that $1.11. So it's 1.11999. So with that, I knew that I could cut my losses short. I knew my potential. So again, setting myself up for success. I knew my potential was pretty high. So with that, just ended up buying at 112, selling at 120, and I'm going to see what tomorrow holds for us. Rex was one that we sent out an alert for. But didn't do too well with Rex. The volume just wasn't there. Ended up going below the safety at 49, but picked right back up. So this is pretty much, I believe, so we're going to talk about today, and let's make sure that. So it did end up going a little bit below 49, and it did that during right after the opening hours, popped back up all the way to 5.1 and then came back down. So there's a strong resistance at pretty much 5.2 and a strong safety at 4.9. So hopefully, if it continues to hold tomorrow at 4.9, most likely it's going to break and start bleeding back down as it has done so in the past. If not, then if it starts, kind of tread lining around or plateauing around the 52 area, we're most likely going to see a break to the 54 area. So hopefully we can catch a bounce. My target price and my alerts are once it goes below 49, as well as once it goes below 48. So I set my alerts for every 1 cent for Rex itself. Usually where I like to buy in is around 45. Of course, if I can get filled at, like 45, that would be great. But overall, just realistically, I know 46 tends to be a good buy based on the history. So that is my, analysis for Rex. DRYS has been, having consistently just really bad days. So I'm going to draw some, in a sense, a trend line. I guess I can't draw it right now since the graph is too big. But overall, as you guys can see, from $3.60 now to $2.35, DRYS, and this is within 5 days, does not seem to be doing very well. It's just been on a steady decline and has not, it's pretty much at a 52-week low. Right now, after market hours, it is at 242 to 249, but still not picking up very well. I pretty much, what I would suggest for this one is set your alerts again for every 5 cents on DRYS and kind of see if you can catch the bounce, as it does have some, as we have traded this, in the past. So I've traded it from actually this little bounce right here. Ended up selling, I believe, no, this is before the bleed. So we did profit off of DRYS, but it has been, consistently bleeding with the past couple of days. So make sure, you cut your losses short, and if you do have some profit, that you lock in your profit quick with DRYS. ONTX is one that we've been trading quite often. It's one that I've been trading with in the past 2 weeks. Overall, the safety that we like to buy in at is 220, which tends to be a pretty low point for ONTX. We did miss out on a huge spike today, so saw nearly a 32% profit for ONTX. Ended up breaking the resistance at 270, as you can see here. Almost struggled to break it, came back down, and then just popped right through. Usually the resistance or the sell point that I try to shoot for is from 220 to 240 to lock in, near 10% profit. But today it nearly doubled. As we knew, when I ended up selling last time at 240, it hit 270. But today's momentum, today's volume, really just surpassed, everyone's expectation. Ended up taking it back to 310, to 320. So hopefully we can see it bleed back down and be able to catch it at these bounces. So buying at 270, write it up for 10 to 20 cents, and then sell, and then do the same thing down here, catch it at 240. Buy and sell, and then do the same thing from 220 and write it up, and possibly buy and sell or sell at 240 to 270. So that is my recap for today's trading. So hopefully you guys find, again, my alerts somewhat helpful. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me in every video that I post. I do provide the link to join our Facebook group, which is, today we hit as a group a little bit on the Facebook platform, a little bit over 500 people, and through all the GroupMe members that we have on all the different platforms, we're sitting at about 850 people right now. So, really great group, especially for those that want to, learn the basics or the fundamentals of trading penny stocks. So this is kind of just a quick little description on what it is that we are here for. And I'd be, more than happy to be able to help you guys in your success or in your effort to be successful when it comes to trading penny stocks. I really like to teach members the fundamentals of trading, and with that, hopefully you guys can take from that education and from the experience that you guys learn from trading with me, and be able to implement it into your own business market when it comes to trading, investment properties, cars, or any sort of investment market itself. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And if you guys just want to learn a little bit more about trading, I have this investing section, Sunday stock talk section, and then we film and upload quite a bit of videos when it comes to our supercars. So I will be uploading a couple of those videos soon. So if you guys can click that subscribe button, if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys again, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.